good things must come to an end. Manchester City's 32-game unbeaten Premier League is over after a lackluster performance led to a 2-1 loss at Inform. Bournemouth. That incredible run was a club record without tasting defeat. Saturday's loss also means City have dropped to second in the Premier League, trailing leaders Liverpool by 2 points. Bournemouth were another pace today, and we could not handle it. Guardiola said, "We knew we couldn't match the intensity. We have talked about it. It was an open game. We had chances at the end, but I congratulate Bournemouth for the victory." Guardiola has overseen 488 games since being appointed as City manager in 2016, winning 360, drawing 60 and losing 68. Prior to Saturday's trip to Bournemouth, City's last loss came at Aston Villa on the 6th of December 2023. During that run, they picked up 26 victories and 6 draws, scoring an impressive 80 goals and conceding just 26. They amassed 84 points and went on to end 2023-24 with the Premier League title, winning the top flight for a third successive season. Arsenal, who finished second last term, were the next best performing team during City's unbeaten streak. However, the Gunners lost 5 times during that period, scored 5 fewer goals and collected just 71 points. Liverpool were the third best performing team, collecting 1 fewer point than Arsenal, as they won 21, drew 7 and lost 4. We would like to keep defending it, but how many games and months we did it. It's great, Guardiola told Sky Sports when asked about going almost a year without losing. As impressive as City's form has been over the last 11 months, they remain way off the all-time Premier League record. Indeed, City are 4th when it comes to longest unbeaten runs since the inception of the Premier League in 1992-93. Arsenal are top of the pile after enjoying a 49-game stretch without losing between May 2003 and October 2004, spanning across 3 seasons. The Gunners went through the 2003-04 campaign without losing, becoming the only club to achieve that feat and earning the nickname the Invincibles. Liverpool ranked second on that list with a 44-game unbeaten run between January 2019 and February 2020, while Chelsea avoided defeat for 40 matches from October 2004 through to October 2005. Guardiola claimed he had just 13 fit players. After Wednesday's 2-1 Carabao Cup defeat at Tottenham, the Spaniard named a strong starting 11 for the trip to Bournemouth, with Erling Haaland, Ederson, Phil Foden, Ilkay Gundogan and Bernardo Silva all selected. The bench, however, did look weak respectively, with youngsters Jomai Simpson-Pusey, Jacob Wright, James McAtee and Nico O'Reilly called in. This was not a day for berating a battered and bruised squad. It took Pep Guardiola a few minutes to calm down at full time, but he eventually came to that sensible conclusion at Bournemouth. Guardiola had teased some positive injury news on the eve of Manchester City's trip south. "You will see tomorrow," he hinted. 24 hours later, and Kyle Walker, Kevin De Bruyne and Jeremy Doku stepped off the team coach at the Guardiola offered an unhelpful diagnosis on the absent John Stones and Ruben Dias pre-match, before taking his usual seat in the away dugout to stew for a few minutes. He often spends time before an away game taking a moment to himself, but this felt like he was more agitated than usual. Something wasn't right. Just 2 minutes in, and Guardiola was reshuffling his pack, beckoning Nathan Ake and Manu Akanji over to change something tactically. Bournemouth had already forced Ederson into a double save. There was no shortage of application from City, but the intensity and finesse was lacking. Ederson kept Bournemouth out again, but sent 3 passes needlessly out of play or to an opposition shirt. Walker was all over the place all afternoon on his return, and Ilkay Gundogan was sloppy again. At one point, Guardiola threw his hands up in sheer frustration and took his seat. He gathered a handful of players, Walker, Akanji, Ake, Erling Haaland and Matheus Nunes, for a final chat outside the dressing room at half-time. But seconds later, Walker somehow ran around a high ball and Ederson was needed to save a gain. Guardiola rolled his eyes in disgust when Walker conceded a needless foul and earned a booking right in front of him. If he could have substituted him on the spot, he would have done, but 8 needed to be replaced instead.